Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see about data visualization concept using Tableau. What do you mean by a data analytics? Data analytics involves the process of examining raw data with the purpose of drawing conclusion about the information. So it encompasses various techniques ranging from simple data exploration to more advanced machine learning models. So what do you mean by Tableau and why it is using? Tableau is widely used for data visualization and analytics because it simplifies complex data and helps businesses make data-driven decisions effectively. So it is a main preferred tool for data visualization purpose. It is offering a wide range of visualizations such as bar charts, scatter plots, heat maps, and many more. So visuals are customizable, interactive, and visually appealing. The tablet connects seamlessly to various data sources like SQL databases, Excel, Google Sheets, Salesforce, and many more. How to connect to a data? There are several steps to connect to data in a tablet. Number one is launch tablet. To click on connect in the left pane, select the desired data source type, whether it is Excel, CSV file, SQL Server, Google Sheets, etc. Then in step 3, you have to establish a connection. So for local files, you have to browse and upload, and then for databases, we have to provide connection details such as server name, database credentials, and authentication method. The fourth step is select the table or sheets, which one you are going to use. Then you have to provide a live or extract the connection. Then preview and clean data is performed in the step 6. Then finally in the 7th step you should start the analysis. So these are the different type of data sources that we are using. So this is a file based data source, and this is a cloud based data source, and then it is relational based data source, then big data sources. While for using in a machine learning and deep learning purpose, we are using this type of data source. Then finally web based data sources are also we are using. So these are various data types that include a string, that such as a text values such as name or descriptions, then integers, the whole numbers without the decimal points, then the double value, the numerical values with the decimal points, then Boolean functions such as true or false values, then data type, it may be separated or combined, then geographic data types. Let's discuss about the various types of charts and the graphs that we are using. So the first one is bar chart, that used to compare the values across different categories, so that display the bar that proportional to the value of the measure being plotted. So if it is a value of 20 means we should draw like this, then 60 means we should draw like this. One of the most commonly used visualization in Tableau to compare data across the categories. So it uses rectangular bars where the length of each bar represents the value of a particular category. The next type is line chart. So line chart is a powerful visualization tool used to display the trends or patterns in data over time or across sequential categories. So it is especially used for time series data such as sales, stock prices, or temperature changes. So this shows the trend or patterns over a time, then displaying a continuous line connecting the data points. The next thing is scatter plot. So this shows the relationship between two different variables and that displays the individual data points on a two-dimensional coordinate system. Then we have to use this scatter plots so to identify the correlations between two variables, then to detect cluster groups or outliers, then to analyze patterns in large data sets, and for regression or predictive modeling analysis we should go for this scatter plot. So the next type is pie chart. So a pie chart is a circular graph divided into slices to illustrate proportions or percentage of a whole. Each slice represents a category and the size of the slice corresponds to its value. Normally the pie charts are ideal for showing relative contributions or simple part to whole relationships. Circle divided into sectors or slices proportional to value of each part. So with the help of angle, we can divide it with a whole of 360 degree. The next type is tree map. So a tree map is a visualization that represents hierarchical or proportional data using nested rectangles. So each rectangle size is determined by a measure. So while its color and placements can convey additional dimensions or values. So tree maps are particularly useful for visualizing part to whole relationship when there are many categories. Here, these are the daily food sale. So for breakfast and lunch, what are the things that we are having? Heat map. So this heat map shows the distribution of value across two dimensions. So here it is displaying a grid of colored square or a rectangle types with the color intensity that indicating the value of measure being plotted. So it is having different intensities. You can see here this type of green has one type of intensity and this type having another type intensity. Also the shape gets varying. One is square and another one is rectangles in this columns. So we can able to differentiate all the distribution of the values across the two dimensions. So here you can see how they are comparing. So this represents the year. So 2010, 11, 12, 13. These are the regions. So in this region, they have the separate departments. So furniture, office supplies, technology. So for that, how it can be varying. The next type is Gantt charts. So it is used to visualization the timeline of a project. So where if a company is undergoing a project means that represents the timeline to build a house. They have mentioned from 1st June to July. So what is their work and where they have to start and where they have to end, they representing here. So this is June 1 to July 30. So for foundation and walls and for roof, it's in the next time period. Then windows and doors in the next time. Then plumbing work, electric, painting, flooring in the upcoming weeks. And next one is a funnel charts. So this helps to visualizing the stages of a process such as a sales funnel where the width that represents the proportion of items at the each stage. So this is how many number of persons they have applied for the job. So 120 persons applied. Then the resumes has been shortlisted as 63. Then initially they have conducted for 38 out of that 63. So out of the 38, 24 has been shortlisted for the next level interview. Then finally 8 persons are hired. It's a type of chart that visually represents a process of flow where value decreases progressively from one stage to the next one. It's commonly used in sales, marketing or any process with sequential stages to show how data or metrics can be filtered down over the time. The next one is the area chart. Here in this area chart that is similar to that of a line chart, but the area beneath the line is filled with a particular color to determine the magnitude of the values. Is used for showing changes over time. Here in the x-axis that represents the week and the y-axis can be denoted by the units sold. Here over the time how many units can be sold can be determined by using the area chart. Here for a particular month how much amount of sales of iPhone has been happened. So this is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. So this is the number of units. In week 1 we are having 500 units. In week 2 we have a slightly increasing unit. In week 3 somewhat lesser than that of. In week 4 again we have some increasing in the units sold. Finally in week 5 we have some more units sold when compared to the week 4. Okay, so this is how the area chart has been plotted. Then the bubble chart, this type of data visualization that displays the 3 dimension of data. So 2 on x and y and the third dimension represents the size as we mentioned. So this chart type is particularly useful for showing the relationship between numerical values across different categories and how they compare in terms of size and proportion. So the next type is bullet chart. So this data visualization technique that provides a rich display of a data in a compact space. So it is used to compare a measure against a target that showing performance levels such as actual value, target value and ranges such as poor, average and good. So this bullet charts are particularly useful in performance tracking such as key performance indicators, sales target or financial goals. how the variations can be happen. So it's having a target line and then it's showing whether the actual value is above or below the target. So donut chart, that is similar to that of a pie chart with different slices but with a hole in the middle. How different parts contribute to a whole. So here we are having the survey results for a favored book genres. So among the books we classified into the categories of romance, mystery, horror, biographies, science fiction, self-help. So a map is a powerful visualization in Tableau. So that allows you to plot data on a geographical locations such as countries, states, cities, or custom regions. It is commonly used for visualizing spatial patterns, distributions, and geographical relationships. So maps can be used to show a variety of information such as sales by region, population density, or location based trends. So how this Tableau is useful in this map? So Tableau provides various map layers that can enhance the map, such as the background color, country borders, and state provincial boundaries. So this is the marks and the filters. This is a mark, we are having the color, size, text, detail, and tooltip. So in the filters we are having a CNTD and block. It's a filter option in the Tableau. So this marks card is a key element of a Tableau that allowing the users to customize the appearance and behavior of marks in their visualization. So what are the things we are having? Color, size, text, detail, and tooltip. So this marks is located in the top left corner of the worksheet. Then mark type. So this mark type that determines the type of mark that we are using in the visualization, such as the bar, line, area, square, or circle, and this can be changed by clicking on drop down menu on the marks card. We can allowing to use different type of colors in the visualization based on the dimensions or the measure in the data. Size, that allowing the users to change the size of the marks in the visualization based on a dimension or a measure in the data. Then text, that allows the users to add a label to each mark in the visualization based on our dimensions or measure in the data. It also helps to provide additional context or information about every data point. Detail, so this add additional detail to each mark in the visualization, such as tooltip or reference line. So we can able to provide more information about the data type. Tooltip, so this allowing the users to provide additional details about specific data points. With filter chef, so this is a filter chef menu. So by dragging a field into the filter chef, the users can able to filter that limits the data displayed in the visualization. So this is how we can work with the filter chef. By based on the field, we can able to filtering the data. This is how we are calculating the fields and the parameters. So we can able to create a calculated field and parameter, then grouping by folders, then we can sort by name and sort by data source. So suppose we want to calculate a separate field in the Tableau. So the calculated fields in Tableau are custom expression created by the users to perform calculations or manipulating the data in a particular way. And also it can be used to create new dimensions or measures that are not present in the original data. These are the parameters such as a number, date, or string that can be replaced as a constant value in calculations. So for example, if you want to create a calculated field that returns true if the sales is greater than $5 lakh and otherwise return as false, means you can replace the constant value of 5 lakh in the formula with a parameter. So now you can dynamically change the threshold in your calculations. Then what are the actions that we are having? Actions are a way to create an interactive and dynamic dashboards and visualization that allows the users to interact with the data. So when we are connecting our Tableau with a data source, means automatically it can able to interact with the various types of sources so that they can exchange the information and also they can able to retrieve the data. So what do you mean by a data storytelling in Tableau? In data storytelling, it's the art of conveying insights from data through a compelling narrative. So it involves using data to tell a story that engaging and resonates with the audience. So this combines with the data analytics, visualization, and also the communication skills to present a story So this story involves with it. So which subcategories had the highest sales? So now we can arrange this in order. So chairs, storage, tables, binders, bookcases, appliances, furnishings, paper, supplies, art, envelopes, labels, fasteners. So among this, which subcategory has the highest sales? So now we have to find the number represents the percentage of sales in each region. So which region has the highest percentage of sales? So here we classify the regions as west, south, east and central. So from this we can understand that the west region is having the highest percentage. So how much amount of employees by the region? So we are categorizing the employees based on the region. So what are the regions that we are having? Asia, Europe, MENA, North America, Latin America. So among this, which one is having the highest percentage of employees? So Asia is having the highest percentage of employees. For example is that we are representing the sales with the month-wise order to Jan 18, May 18, September 18 to December 18. So we are taking a particular year and based on the month we are separating it. So how much amount of monthly sales we are having at each and every month we are displaying. So compared to every month we are getting a slightly increasing month sales. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you understand the concept of data visualization using Tableau. Meet in the next video. Till then is goodbye from Vijay.